Virginie Rozière, MEP. You were the lead MEP on the European Parliament's report on whistleblowers. What are your feelings about this proposal that's been put forward by the European Commission?
Well, we had high expectations, and our first demand was to have a legislative proposal, and this is the case. We've got a directive project from the Commission, and this is really good news, and we very much welcome it. And we wanted a horizontal framework to protect in various sectors whistleblowers, and there also the Commission has met our request. So today is a very good day. We very much welcome the Commission's proposal.
What's missing?
Well, almost everything is in it. We need to clarify a few points. First, we want to be sure that whistleblowers will be protected even if they reveal something which is legal, a misconduct or a wrongdoing, but not necessarily illegal. And the Commission says it's its purpose as well, so we will be working closely together with the Commission to improve the text. Second, we want to be sure that there is no hole in the net and that we protect in every sector. Especially, there is no protection for disclosure of infringements of workers' rights, and we want to include that. And last thing is that the Commission's proposal sets up a hierarchy between the channels of reporting. You know, you have to disclose first internally, then externally, then to the public. And if you don't follow this sequence, you might not be protected as a whistleblower. This we want to make it clear that we want that whistleblowers are protected whatever the channel they use, whatever the channel, because at some point there is also a need to inform the public, a right to information, and whistleblowers are playing their part in this right, so we want to protect them whatever is the channel of disclosures they use.
I think the Commission have said that there might be an exception to this step-by-step approach, but only in the instance of urgency. Is that too narrow?
I think it's yeah. You have to admit there are conditions in which you can bypass this step-by-step approach. Urgency is one, but it's not enough. For example, in the LuxLeaks case, there is. You know, the internal channel wouldn't have been appropriate, the external neither, because the fiscal administration of Luxembourg was involved as well. And there was no urgency because there was nothing new in demanding that the disclosure happens. So we can see that there are several conditions in which you should be able to bypass this step-by-step approach. So if we have to keep this approach, then we have to make the exceptions more broader and also make sure that it does not put an extra pressure and a presumption of guiltiness on whistleblowers, because they are the ones we want to protect.
So the European Parliament will probably want to toughen up these proposals by the sound of it, but it's also going to have to go to the European Council, to the member states. Are you confident that it will enjoy the support of member states? We see Malta, for example, in an extradition procedure with Greece over a whistleblower. I mean, what do you think the likelihood of agreement from the Council will be?
Well, I hope there will be an agreement in the Council. We need it. Of course, we think it might be not that easy, because now only a bit more than a third of member states have a protection, 10 on 28, so it's a minority. But it also means, it shows that we need a European protection, because nothing exists in two-thirds of the member states. So we will have to be, of course, strong in the negotiation, pushing forward very, very strongly to make the Council move. And we will do as we have done towards the Commission, working together with NGOs, with civil societies, with citizens, because the pressure of the public is also very important to achieve results in this field. It worked in the Parliament and with the European Commission. Let's hope it will work in member states as well.